Hi everybody, welcome to this week's question and answer video. My name is David, this channel is Demar's Coaching, and I'm answering your guys' questions from the last week's question and answer video, last Monday. Please go down below into the comment section, ask me any single thing you want, anything. Just come back next Monday, let me know what you think of my answer. Let me know if I missed a question, didn't mean to, didn't do it on purpose. Let me know if I misunderstand your question, or if you misunderstand my answer. Tell me, I want to know. And keep the question going if there's more you want to know. This stuff's complex. There's layers to this stuff. So keep the same question going if there's more you want to know about it. Thank you. All I ask, please tell us your location. Let us know where you are. Just say, hey, planet Earth, hemisphere. Don't get mad at me. I'm saying being general. I'm not crazy about it. That I get accused of being crazy about it. I get accused of, how dare I ask where you are like I'm asking for your address? Where are you? Location. And please consider signing a petition, supporting and signing, sharing a petition I started. Stop Narcissistic Online Bullying. You may think that it's no big deal. It's the #1 cause of young people taking their lives. Please, those people, future people, families want you to support the petition. Please follow it, sign it. Everyone in the world, thank you very much. Okay, let's get into the questions. Only good questions. Hopefully I have good answers. Oh, I'm not ready. Sorry, it's going to take me a second here. First question or statement. Actually, first, I would like to thank Mercedes from Maine for your super thanks. You guys can give super thanks right down around here. And you guys have been great. Seriously, I've been getting a few a week. It's been tremendous. It's helping my studio. I've got a lot more I need to do. And I put every penny towards it. Thank you very much, Mercedes. Jonathan, not your first donation or super thanks. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. And oh, my screen's almost up. That's it. Just 2 this week that I can find. If somebody else left me one, I didn't see it, I haven't found it, tell me, let me know. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate you guys for giving me your hard-earned money. That's incredible. Okay, first question, or maybe it's a statement from Rose, United Kingdom. Hello, Rose. Merry Christmas, David. Thank you, Rose. Merry Christmas. Ruminating is a good question. I didn't know ruminating is a question. I think I've done this for many years, but on and off episodes, maybe. I'm not sure what a single thought would be. Sometimes no thought. I just reach a brick wall, or other times I think of what could go wrong and why I shouldn't rush in. Yeah, it's a lot of it's anxiety induced. I don't know what to do. I'm not in control of my environment. There's got to be something else I can do. There's got to be something else I can change in my past. No, there isn't. We're just not accepting it, yeah? We need to know that the truth is a major part of healing. A lot of people think healing is just feeling better, you know? I got these bad feelings, I got to get them out. Well, that's the most important, it's how you feel. But we won't move forward. This thing will not move forward unless it has truth, facts, proof. 2 weeks ago, Emily from Baltimore. Are you out there, Emily? Where did you go? You asked me a big question about ruminating, and I answered you immediately, and you've never replied. You've never come back. I've not seen you again. You've been gone. Last video I said I had an exercise to help you for free, and you never came back. So I threw it out there last week for any of you that are ruminating. Find out, tell me, come back and show me down below what your ruminating thought is. No one did it except Rory. So I wasn't going to do it until I saw Rory's. I was just going to let it go. I don't need to give free coaching if nobody wants it. It's funny, I get people ask for free coaching every day, but when I want to offer it, no one wants it. So I'll do that. I think that's towards the end. Rory and her ruminating thought. This could work for anybody who's ruminating, but what we need to know, what we need to do is get to the absolute truth. And that's where somebody, a professional, can help you. You may not know, you may not have the confidence, you may not understand. And that makes sense. The stuff's so complex. So, but Rory did it. We'll try to do it with Rory, see if it works. And maybe some of you guys can follow along with your ruminating thoughts. Thank you, Rose. Yeah, and that's kind of what it's like. It's like no constructive thought thinking. Yeah. Okay. JR from Tennessee. Hello, JR. My girlfriend is amazing. Uh-oh. Right here that. At first I thought she was fake because she's always in a good mood. And I was waiting for that to change. But she's real. She's just a very bubbly, positive, glass half full type of person. She's always looking for the silver lining, so to speak. She's handling things like a champ. I'm so proud of her. I don't get why the ex-friend and my ex think we're going to fail. Oh, JR, I don't think they're rooting for you either. Are they? So they're just going to, obviously they're going to doom you. Is it wishful thinking, or is there anything that they might see that I don't? Who gives a shit? Screw them, JR. God, come on. Who is it again that you don't get why the ex-friend and your ex think you're going to fail? Because they want you to. The ex-friend wanted just to sleep with you. She didn't even care if you failed. She just wanted to sleep with you. Now that you expose her, she wants you to fail. And the ex, of course the ex wants you to fail. She still can't get over you. She wants you available, not with someone else, not happy, not successful. No. Who gives a shit what people think? You know, I've never met anybody that can predict the future successfully yet either. So we come from very different backgrounds, but from my vantage point, even though we might not make sense on paper, I see the exact opposite of failure for us. As unexpected as failing for her has been for me. I'm happy with her. Good, JR. Good. We just want it to feel good. If it doesn't feel good, figure out why and never stop talking. Okay? Who cares what other people think, man? Gives a shit. Don't let people in here. If they're not even in your life, don't value their opinion, especially, right? Opinions. Alex, don't know where you're from? Alex, let us know where you are at. Where are you besides planet Earth? Do you feel like sharing anything more than that? Planet Earth? Hemisphere? West? North? Hi, David. Thanks for the great reply to my question. You're welcome. I appreciate you answering on the channel. Really interesting and useful. Thanks for telling me, Alex. I appreciate your support. Thank you. Love to know where you are. Mark is from England. Hi, David. Hope you have had a good Christmas. Thank you. I hope you had a good Christmas, too. On the subject of rumination, there has been a topic on this theme on a discussion board recently. A question was raised about blocking out or forgetting traumatic experiences only to be able to remember them many years after the event, and whether this is a common coping mechanism people in relationships with borderlines use, be it subconsciously or not. From my own experience, there are a lot of behaviors that I forgot or ignored at the time, only to recollect them now. I look back on the relationship many years later. It also seems that a person with borderline remembers everything bad that you have done to them, real or perceived, and will bring it up in any conflict, yet appear to have sudden amnesia when you bring up anything they might have done, or at the very least downplay their actions as being nothing serious. And that right there isn't just selective memory, where, yeah, I'm never going to admit that I'm wrong and I'm always going to just blame it on you. That is a clear example right there of what it means to lack self-awareness. It's like narcissism believes that no matter what, you're talking about me. Right? I'll internalize everything because everything, it's just about me. It's my life, my world, you're in it, and that's it. I can't even imagine any other life, world, thoughts, feelings different than mine. But then this is like opposite. So, your initial abuse. Okay. A question was raised, blocking out or forgetting traumatic experiences only to evil. I don't know. You're saying just block out your memories. You can't. So, I don't know what that exercise, it's not an exercise. Just blocking out. traumatic experiences? You can't. Just forget them. Okay, client, you have trauma? Forget it. Now. See? It's all gone. Like that? Mark, I don't know what you're talking about. Honestly, I've never heard of any exercise that you just forget. I know that the crap shit, holy crap, bad, awful, traumatic, toxic, negative therapy out there today is a lot like that. Yeah, where it's just shit. Pay me a lot of money. I won't help you. Just don't tell me. Tell me it's all better now. Okay, great. See you later. I mean, you can't ignore thoughts or memories or feelings. They don't just go away. And to forget them only to remember them later. None of this makes sense. I'm not trying. I just don't know if you're explaining it well or what the hell this is that you're telling me about. I don't know what you mean. A question was raised about blocking out or forgetting traumatic experiences only to be able to remember them many years after the event. I don't understand what you can't. How do you do that? You would solve many, many problems if you could just block it out and forget it. People try. People use drugs. People replace loss with things and distract themselves. But you can't. You got to find the truth. You got to heal from it. You got to learn from it. You got to grow. I wouldn't want to. Any of my bad trauma, I would never have wanted to block it out. That would never have served me. Only be able to remember them many years after the event. And whether this is common coping mechanism. The coping mechanism, yeah, they try it. It doesn't work though. No one. I mean, just anger. Try and just ignore your anger. Ignore it. Ignore it. Ignore it. Ignore it. What happens? You blow up, right? It just. Yes, it's a very common coping mechanism. Try to ignore it, block it out. Never happened. Can't go there. Oh, that's trigger. Trigger means nope. Trigger means this whole part, my whole past. You can't go there. And everything associated with it, like red cars and green buildings and anything, just all trigger. Just don't go there. Shh. And if you go there, you're bad. You made me feel bad. Yeah, I don't know. But ruminating, it's a real thing. Wait till the end. I'm trying to help you guys if you're interested. Mercedes from Maine here. Hello, Mercedes. My question for you today is, how common is it for individuals with borderline to gossip and be nosy? Really? How common? Anybody know someone that does not, that has that disorder, borderline, and it's not nosy or doesn't gossip? My God. They have no sense of self. They have no functional life. They have nobody in their life, nothing going on, no goals, no aspirations, no dreams, unless it's literal just la-la dreams. And these are all recipe for bored, obsessing, talking crap about people. Yes. Maybe the biggest group. I don't know. Narcissists, borderlines, I don't know. Histrionic, I don't know. A major red flag with my borderline stepdaughter was whenever I was around her, she would always gossip about others. Yes. She always seemed to know the dirt and dysfunction. Oh, she loves it. Yeah. You can go to crap channels that do it and you'll see all the people down there, that gravitate towards it. They're just toxic as shit. They need a straw man. They have no lives. This type of gossip was the bulk of the conversations she would engage in. Fun. She always seemed giddy when reporting the details and drama involving others. I found it to be very unsettling as I knew she could not be trusted. And you know what she'd say? I hate drama. Right? She hates drama. She really knows herself. You had to regularly reinforce to your husband to make sure not to tell her anything too personal. That's right. You don't tell her a goddamn thing. For a long time, he didn't believe she was speaking about him to others. Sad. That's sad. Someone sitting there talking shit about everyone they know in their life. And you're like, yeah, but they're not doing it about me. No way. For a long time, he didn't believe she was speaking about him. This pattern of behavior is what cinched it for me. I don't know if you mean clinched it for me, to come to the conclusion that I could not have any type of healthy relationship with her. That's right. That she's deciding that, not you. You're just saying, no, I'm not going to have this healthy relationship that you want. Do you have any insights What drives this kind of behavior? I got the vibe that it was a way for my stepdaughter to control the perception of others by focusing on the drama and dysfunction of other people in an attempt to shift the spotlight off her own shortcomings. That's the easy. Yeah, right. I don't want to talk about me, my shortcomings, my negative, my bad traits, things that I can't control, manage, and change in my life. So I talk shit about everybody else. Totally, totally. I can't control you, but I'll talk crap about you and control the opinions of people around you and their emotions. It's just control, 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 control the narrative. This is a big part of controlling their narrative and controlling the perception you have of me. I can't fix myself, but maybe I can manipulate how you see me. There's many different things involved with stuff like this. The biggest is obsession. This is obsessing because I do not have a life. She has no life, nothing going on, nothing she feels in control of, no agency over herself, no power and control in her own life. So she just talks shit about other people, and anything else going on is interesting to me. What Sally and Jim and whatever they said in their fight, that's interesting to me. I mean, what kind of a person does it take? I remember I had a girlfriend when I was in my 20s, got me to start watching soap operas. Holy crap. Shit. Jesus Christ. God, which one was it? The Days. Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. Holy shit. You can't have a life. You're not in control of what you're doing. You have no future. And you like that crap. Makes sense, yeah? That's it. You're right. Plus other things. Plus the other things I mentioned. Yeah. You can tell a lot about how somebody feels about themselves by how they talk about other people. If they talk positive about other people, they feel good about themselves and love themselves. If they talk bad about other people, they hate themselves. If they hate people, they hate themselves. If they love people, they love themselves. If they just say it, they're full of shit. See it? This is also depression. Major depression. Talk any kind of negativity, bad, whatever about people is negative. Is depression. So you've got obsession, you've got depression, you have no life, you have no control. Nasty. Controlling the perception of how people see her, talk bad about other people. I can elevate myself by lowering the people around me. Jonathan. Oh man, I can't remember where you're from, Jonathan, and I really should remember this by now. I'm sorry, I can't remember. Last week was my last session for therapy, and my therapist also mentioned, as you did, that I have made a ton of progress after my relationship 2 years ago with my ex-girlfriend, who I presume was BPD, NPD, undiagnosed. I asked my therapist if it was possible that I would eventually meet a woman who is healthy. She commented and said that there is a possibility, but it would not be easy with the modern dating of today. She also said, like you mentioned, to stay off the dating sites and just continue to work on myself and gym instructor thing and perhaps try meeting women organically. Regardless, she was glad that I have made relationships with healthy people along the way, and I'm learning to steer clear of toxic behaviors. Lastly, she told me to continue watching your channel as you are very knowledgeable and your videos would serve as therapy without being in office with her. Again, if it were not for you, I would not be where I am. Now I have achieved the success I have at this moment. Thank you and everyone on this channel for supporting one another. I hope everyone enjoys this holiday season, or at least does their best to push through. There's light after the darkness, everyone. There is, Jonathan. Thanks, and thanks for saying that. A lot of you guys don't think there is light after this. There is. There is. That's nice your therapist said that. Thanks for telling me. And yeah, you'll meet healthy people, Jonathan. It's just people got things going on, man. A lot of people get down as they get older, and it's harder to meet people, but it's normal. Our standards go up. People have more and more commitments. It's harder to add someone to your life. It's harder to enter other people's lives. But you will meet healthy women. Healthy available women that meet your standards, healthy available, meet your standards, and don't have too many commitments. I mean, you know what I mean? It's not just healthy. A lot of things going on. Thanks, though, Jonathan. Thanks a lot. Rory, is this the rumination one? Hello, David, Ohio here. I'm so happy that you still answer our questions on Q&A Mondays. My husband told me early on in our marriage that he had found his dad's porn collection when he was around 11 or 12 years old. But in couples therapy, he said his dad had given it to him. I feel to give any child adult material is abusive because they are given material that they are not ready for it. Well, who knows, right? Your ex-husband was a pathological liar. It led to a lifelong addiction to it and escalated very quickly. And no matter what, it seems like he was exposed to pornography at a very young age. That's way too bad. Awful. And your comment last week, I get it, about Australia banning porn for children. You know, I hate censorship, but God, I can't think of a better reason to ban something. We do not want children watching porn. They aren't mature enough to look at people in that porn as real human beings, and to not put a value on that. You know, we don't have a real good value system yet as children, and that's how we create it, by exposure. They don't need that. So you said you feel that giving any child adult material is abusive because they are given material that they are not ready for. Yeah, it's not even just abusive. You're forming this child's their moral compass for them. It led to a lifelong addiction to it and escalated very quickly into darker areas. He felt he could keep it separate from our relationship, and it didn't have anything to do with me, but that's not what it felt like to me. No, it wasn't, Rory. It was not just a casual thing for him. He would spend hours of screen time on it, not interacting with our two children or me. Will you please share your thoughts on this? Awful, awful. Addictions, porn addiction, become number one. They become more important than your relationships, your marriage, your children, believe it or not. Because he couldn't deny it if he was here. He couldn't deny it. You said it right there. Spend hours of screen time on it, on the porn instead of his family. I mean, come on, man. There's if porn wasn't a big deal, he'd watch it when you guys are asleep or something, on his own time. I don't know. Porn becomes an addiction. It's a very common addiction with people who suffer trauma, these types of relationships, by the way. What it does is it creates a hormonal response to watching it, and it will ruin a marriage, a relationship, intimacy. My guess, Rory, is he either stopped being intimate, sexual with you, or he wasn't able to function. That's typical. Literally, they get programmed to, I can only watch it, not participate. So I have to literally sit and watch this thing to even get aroused anymore. Me and my partner, no. And I mean, if you're going to be addicted, exposed to this constantly, it makes you wonder how you feel about women, men, sex, human beings, bodies, objects. But it's pretty obvious that addiction was number one when you put pornography before your own family. I can't imagine. Something that a lot of people suffer with that are watching right now. If you have questions, anybody have questions about this stuff, ask me. I know a lot about it. I help a lot of clients with these problems. It's very common, very typical, and very fixable. Moores 5780 from Saskatchewan. Hi. How do toxic people make everyone uneasy in a group? How? Many different ways. I'll list some. One joined my choir at church and people are leaving one by one. Myself shortly as well for me, because I can see she's wearing a sweet mask and behind it is hostility. You don't have to leave right away. Usually these people end up leaving eventually. They divide a group. I know how to do it on purpose. I don't know how on purpose they do it. But it's total dysfunction, grandiosity, entitlement, usually. So the people like this are high conflict. They're high conflict personality type, HCPT. They make up the biggest is usually borderlines, narcissists. They just don't get along with people. They never learn to be agreeable right from the beginning. Agreeability is one of the biggest abilities we could ever have, and we teach it in children, hopefully by 5, before they go off into society, kindergarten. A 5-year-old who's not agreeable is going to have a tough time. And if you aren't agreeable at 5, you start having temper tantrums, and if you don't stop temper tantrums by about 7 or 8, then that's usually how you react the rest of your life. Oh, God, and so you're not agreeable, and you throw temper tantrums, and then you become entitled and grandiose, and then you're in public here, and you're trying to join groups and stuff like this, and you're just conflict with everybody. This isn't the psychopathic, narcissistic person that everybody likes and gravitates to at first, and then a few months later, they can't stand. No, this is the person that started conflict right away, and people can't stand it. It rubs them the wrong way. And then you've got like the leader of the group, who's ever in charge of this group. They see it, right? They try to ignore it. Oh, no, no, it's not happening. The group's not, no, don't leave. Well, I'm sorry, you got to leave. We'll just come back. And they'll accommodate this one piece of crap, right? And just lose everybody in the group to this one piece of crap instead of just stand up and just say, hey, you're not working out here. You got to go. Can't come back. And it's too bad, because you have to be willing to do that in a group, because all it takes is one bad apple, doesn't it? That's it. That's all it takes. That's too bad. I'm sorry. Make a point out of it. Stand up to them, expose them, stuff like this, and see if you can get them to leave. And if they still don't leave, then maybe leave. But usually they don't stick around too long anyway. They cause a bunch of drama, damage, and then leave. Jason from Perth, Western Australia. Hello, Jason. Oh, sorry, from Western Australia. I recently separated from a BPD fiance. I'm sorry. Not getting married, huh? She spent the last year of our time together idealizing and splitting, up and down, back and forth, in and out, left and right. She loved me one minute and hated me the next. Pick one. Pick one. I guarantee you, can't have both. It cannot be both. Which one is it, Jason? The latter. Ultimately, I was discarded and she got very nasty. She stole $50,000 from me, but blamed me for her taking the money. I hope you reported that. Hope she's in jail. Hope you get some back. But more so, I hope that you have your life. She took no accountability for anything. Is this behavior normal after BPD discard? I mean, stealing $50,000 is not normal. Stealing money, yeah. Exploitation, stealing, trying to destroy you is what very, very common. Yeah, it's what they'll try to do. She always tried to control you, and now she can't control you anymore, and she's still trying to control you. Even when she's not even around you, even when you don't want anything to do with her, she's trying to control you. I was also blamed for ruining her mental health. Oh yeah, because she was so healthy, wasn't she, Jason? Huh? I was blamed for her stealing thousands of dollars. You made her do it. Yeah. It's like I'm pure evil in her eyes. Question mark. Yeah. Well, it's easier to look at somebody else being evil than yourself, isn't it? It's like her version of reality is a false one in her head. Yes. It's called delusional. Is this behavior normal for BPD post-breakup? Yes. And is being evil also behavior traits of BPD? Yes. But I'm going to reframe that. Not being evil, doing evil things. People aren't evil. Not even psychopaths. Psychopaths do evil things. We have to differentiate that. We can't do that because you may think you're doing that to somebody else, but you're really doing it to yourself when you label people like that. Thanks for your videos, Davis. I watch them all when I can. Cheers again. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate you. I'm really sorry. Get help. Please. Please talk to someone. Please tell your story. Please feel better. And please understand everything that happened to you. Because if you don't, it could be damaging for the next 20 years. It could be damaging in your next relationship. People always ask me, David, is this normal? Is this normal? Is this normal? None of this is normal, is it? Right? People like her aren't normal. That's for damn sure. Everything she did isn't normal. Your relationship wasn't normal. Did you react normal? Well, we all react differently. Did she what she did? Is it typical? No. That's pretty extreme. You see, we only hear about the worst, you guys. What you hear in the videos, what you see in the comment section, what people tell you is the worst. It's not all bad like this. You don't hear about the parts that aren't very bad, right? You don't hear about the woman who just cheated and broke up with her boyfriend. And she actually had BPD, but we never found out. You know what I mean? It's all just the worst stories that we hear about. And this is the worst story. And is it common for them to steal and exploit and lie? Yeah. Yeah, that's common. Yeah. That amount of money and to this degree, maybe not common. Or normal. Is that how you... What's normal? Huh? Are you normal, Jason? Am I normal? Normal is something that's agreed upon by a group of people or society. This isn't normal. Don't worry about your reaction. We all react differently, and everyone's reaction is normal. Right? Normal reaction to an abnormal experience. Rory from Ohio, my ruminating question. Oh, good. So this is the last one. And so I'll go into the little exercise here. What I want, if you guys want to do this, okay? Emily from Baltimore, too bad you aren't here. Take a piece of paper. Write your question down. Write your question down, okay? Or what you're ruminating about. Rory says, was I too hard on him? Expecting too much? Too vigilant? Rory, answer this for yourself right now, okay? I hope you're answering this. Right now, say it. Say it out loud. Were you too hard on him? Were you expecting too much? Were you too vigilant? Yes. Yes or no? No, you weren't, and you know it. Now, I can answer this safely because, God, how long have you been in my comment section, right? I feel like I know your ex-husband. I know your relationship well enough to know that you were definitely not too hard on him. You weren't hard enough. It went on too long, Rory, didn't it? We compromised who we are. We sacrificed what we wanted, what we needed. We compromised our values. We never got shit. You raised those children on your own. You kept that house clean by yourself, and you fed that piece of crap every day, didn't you? No matter how he treated you as he sat there and watched porn on his computer all day and night. Yeah. You weren't too easy on him. Maybe we could have left him sooner. We could have left him all this, but we can't change the past, so we just accept it. So you wrote your question down. Was I too hard on him? Was I expecting too much? Was I too vigilant? And then we need to know the truth, and the truth was no, not enough. This part might be hard for other people there. I think Rory trusts me enough to accept that, to believe that. I think she knows that's true. I think you know, Rory, that that's true. I think that's how you would truthfully answer it yourself, and I confirmed it and validated it for you. And I'm 100% sure. But this might be hard for some of you guys to know what the actual truth is. The truth feels better. The truth doesn't hurt. The truth doesn't make us feel like pieces of crap, weak and small. No, it's compassionate. We're no different than anybody else in this regard. We're equal. That might be a little bit hard for you guys. But that's why I said, anybody have a question, ask me down below. Maybe I can help you find the truth. You can give me the scenario and I can help you find it maybe. I know Rory enough to be able to tell her 100% genuinely. No, you weren't. And so what we do is we write down the answer. No, right? Question, answer, no. This thought no longer serves us. We have the answer. We don't want it anymore, correct? Rory? If correct, fold it up and close it. Close this file like this. Okay, got a file, right? Give the file a name. What are we going to call the file right here? Too hard? I don't know. Whatever you want to call it, Rory, and name the file. Put it on here. Too hard. Now, we've already agreed this thought doesn't serve us any longer. We don't need this thought. We have the truth to this thought. We already know the answer. We don't want it anymore, taking up our space and time. Gone. Poof. Screw this thought. It's still going to come up. It's going to come up. We just don't want to open the file anymore because we don't need to. We already have the answer. We call it only by name. There's that too hard thought. If you have to remind yourself of the truth, go ahead. But we just don't want to open it. There's that too hard thought. Let's not open it. Let's put it away and distract ourselves and do something else, and it'll finally go away, I promise. As long as you have the truth. As long as you have the truth, it'll go away. No longer serves you. Your brain won't sit here going over and over and over again. If you don't find the truth, if you have some... If your mother is, oh, honey, it's just this, blah, blah, blah. That ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. You need the truth. I know this will work for you, Rory. Why don't you forgive yourself? Do you think you've done something wrong, something bad? Why don't you look in the mirror and forgive yourself, Rory? Say, I'm sorry, and say, I forgive you. Because we don't need to waste any more of our life on this. He's gone. Okay? We need to come to terms and accept that he's gone. And nothing is ever going to change from our past. Right? If you think you were too hard on him, forgive yourself, Rory, if that's the truth. Okay? Do you want to tell us what the truth is? I don't think you were too hard on him at all. I did everything you're telling me, not at all. But if you think so, if there's some part of you that think that you demanded too much, expected too much, controlling too hard on him, just forgive yourself, Rory. You can't change it. Okay? You can only change how you feel about it now. That's it, guys. Thank you very much. Let me know what you think of my answers. Keep asking questions. Love yourself first. Tell us where you are in the world. Thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it right now. Thank you. Love yourself first. Bye-bye.